They will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
After running it, it's second down. The Panthers come to the line with an empty backfield.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something.
Ball is out. This one's going back the other way. Inside, and he's home for the touchdown.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
They'll take it at the 20. The Panthers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Press coverage all the way. Stewart is in the backfield. First down at the 32.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Panthers at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. It's Kelvin Benjamin with the football. Benjamin's marked down after a gain of 9.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
And an immediate handoff to the fullback. Coming to the line at the 33. First down at the 33. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete. Back in that secondary for the Jaguars. We'll be keeping an eye today on Jonathan Cyprien.
Boy, he fits the prototype that you want now in the NFL. Just long arms, tall, can run. That makes it tough for quarterback to throw over the top of the ball.
And that's a gain of 10.
This time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
Third down on the way. The Jaguars defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Stewart's going to secure the handoff. Welcome back. We're about to get back underway here in this one. This will be a field goal attempt from 41 yards out. And the kick is good for 3.
Well, Jim, that was a nice kick. It is right down the middle. This guy is so accurate. Man, if you could drive the golf ball like that, you might be a good golfer. But what a kick by this guy. He is a machine.
No return as this goes for a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. You know, what do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
First down at the 20. Reaches out and grabs it. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line. The Jaguars are upright now, and credit goes to the quarterback here, partner. Bortles been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 35. Easy catch there. No one near him. A foot race to taking it all the way home for the touchdown. It's going to be a long day for one team.
Hard to believe it isn't after a full week of work and all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a football game. And here you are early in the second, and you're losing like this. Man, it's just unacceptable.
Brown's got it. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. The Panthers stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today?
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Jonathan Stewart with the football. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down at the 43. Jericho Cotchery has the catch. Huge yardage picked up and finally tackled at the end. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Newton's lined up. 2 tight ends set from the shotgun. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
It's good. The Panthers getting set to kick it away. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Jaguars offense coming back onto the field after a touchdown drive the last time they had it, and they certainly attacked that secondary and got there via the pass.
Well, Jim, let me ask you this. How would you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? Because you're over there, you don't know what's going to happen. No matter what you call, you feel like, hey, the quarterback's hot. He's probably going to beat what we're trying to do.
That pass play wasn't good for much. So now it's second down and 9. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. They'll go Brown, searching for space to the right. Fights off the hit. He steps out.
The Jaguars offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing a blitz.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. And off the mark on that short throw. Second down after the incompletion. The Jaguars come out with a split backfield. Bortles standing back in the shotgun ready for the snap. Lee's going to pull in the bullet pass. First down at the 34. He'll throw it over the middle. And it's knocked down.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
The Jaguars have it at the 34. Allen Robinson has the reception. Offense needs 2 yards here on 3rd down after that pass play. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Third and 2 coming up. The Jaguars from the 27 has his man.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
Bortles completion percentage, 60% on the day. And Thomas can't hold on that time.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd down and 10. Handoff made. That's stopped by Roman Harper. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 7 coming up. Empty backfield look for Bortles here. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lee's 2nd touchdown of the game.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
Brown's got it. The Panthers on a quest for their 3rd straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim. It's not that easy to score points in the NFL. Not the way they're making it look. And they're confident. They look like they're fast. They're fresh. They're rested. It's been fun to watch.
Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Jaguars ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field over the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy. But trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
2nd down and 7. Looking long. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. My goodness, Bill. Halftime can't get here soon enough as it's blowout city.
It is. I know you can't wait for halftime because you scarf down food at halftime like you haven't eaten in a week. So we don't want to keep you from that. But this game, oh my gosh, it's been lopsided, hadn't it? And you're right. The team that's losing, they can't wait to get to the locker room.
And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Panthers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
1st down here. Stewart lined up in the backfield. Newton's dropping back to throw once again. What a catch down the middle of the field. That's his 1st reception today.
That was a nice gain on that play that time. Well designed by the offensive coordinator. Yeah, it was a good throw and catch. But that time, I'm giving all the credit to the design of the play. That's what made it happen.
The Panthers now move the chains in the red zone. Wasting little time. 1st and 10. And they get the sack.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback. And nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
The Panthers take it from the 23. That's Newton over to Olsen for the catch from inside the red zone.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
Newton's now completed 4 in a row.
And it's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
The Panthers have to take their final timeout. That's it.
Should be what we call a gimme. He converts here on the field goal try.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. And with that, we've come to the end of the first half here off the banks of the St. Johns River. We'll be back to Jacksonville for the start of the 3rd quarter after this. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
The Panthers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now.
Good job by the defense. All shifting inside. They're expecting to run up the middle.
Stewart's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
On the way, 3rd down.
Stewart's going to take the handoff now. Stewart's met at the 30.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
The Panthers will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation.
Short yardage and the quarterback sneak.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
It's a 2 tight end formation.
The Panthers snap it at the 31.
Here's the throw. Cam Newton throws it down the field on his way.
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
How about this gift? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding him. He throws it down there and he gets the easy touchdown.
The Jags are ready to return the kick.
Lee's got a chance for a return. Still on his feet. Lee's tackled down at the 29. And a run back of about 20.
The Jaguars offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take.
No one's going to get him now.
The 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown.
Well, as a rookie in the NFL, you're just happy to be in the league, making money, doing what you love to do, and that's play football. But how about that? When you get in position and you score your first NFL touchdown.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Panthers will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
Getting set as fast as they can. The Panthers snap it at the 26. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Newton's got a lot to think of here in a split second. Does he keep the football? Does he pitch it? Does he cut back? Well, there's nothing to do that time. The defense is alert, and they tackle him for a loss of yards.
The Panthers take it from the 23. Brown's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Newton's completion percentage, 80% on the day. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Second down coming up. They'll go shotgun here. And intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Smith, such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
The Jaguars getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
It's now second down. The Panthers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete.
Defense, play the situation. It's 3rd and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the first down. Keep it in front of you, and then let them catch it and come up and make the tackle.
And that's going to be a 3-and-out.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Panthers just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. From the gun, Newton. And it's swatted away.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. And it'll be Nortman back to punt. Finnegan's in on the tackle. Coming to the line at the 49. First down at the 49. And now here's the toss.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out. and get some tough running yards.
The Panthers lined up in the nickel. The Jaguars snap it at the 41. The Jaguars get a first down.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
First down and 10. Allen going to take it home for the touchdown. We're late third, Phil, and kind of like looking at you. This game is getting uglier by the minute.
Wow, you know, and everybody says you're a nice guy. Now, see, you say things like that, and you just ruin your reputation as a man of the people. Heck, oh, well. Well, you know, Jim, sometimes you got to say mean things. This game has been mean, too. One team is getting blown out.
It'll be a touchback. The Panthers' offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
Olsen's tackled down at the 31.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. It's probably too little too late, but that touchdown makes the score at least a little more respectable as the fourth quarter approaches.
Yeah, that's what you're doing right now. You're playing for respectability, so just keep playing hard, try to score, and most of all, protect yourself.
Catches it at the 9 and starts his return. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. The Jaguars have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative. Keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
The Jaguars from the 32. And it's caught by Allen Hurns. We're heading to the fourth quarter in what has been a completely one-sided affair. I'd ask if a comeback is possible, but when it's this margin, Phil, I'm a realist.
You are a realist, Jim, and you know when you're behind, like you are a lot of times when we play golf, by the 14th or 15th hole, you know it's over, but we finish it out, and you know what, same here in this football game, they got to go ahead and finish this game out.
Reaches out and snatches it. He's in the clear. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Phil, we're early in the fourth, and they continue to keep the pedal to the metal.
Oh, absolutely. The offensive coordinator, he wants to pad the stats of his offense. Keep putting up those numbers in total yards and watch them rise in the rankings. And, hey, sometimes you got to do that do what's good for the offensive coach.
He's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Panthers from the 22. Benjamin makes the catch. Gains 13.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Newton's completion percentage, 70% on the day. Should have had it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Stewart is in the backfield. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Paul Posluszny makes the tackle.
Well, Jim, that's a tough play call right there. Running the football when you're down multiple scores here late in the game. You only pick up a couple yards. I don't think you can afford to make those kind of decisions.
The Jaguars with a nickel look here on defense.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Third down after the penalty. Just a quick drop back. Intercepted.
Midway through the fourth, and the mood on that sideline, Phil, has to be one of tremendous frustration as they throw the interception.
Absolutely, Jim. They have to be so disappointed. They had high hopes coming into this game. We talked to the coaches. They thought they would play well. Well, this is just one of those days when nothing went right for your side.
The Jaguars have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Bortles had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking advantage of it.
Incomplete. Tillman was in the vicinity.
We see it so often nowadays. All quarterbacks moving around the pocket. That time he gets outside the pocket, but as he looks down the field, nowhere to throw it, nobody open, just another incomplete pass.
Complete. The defense does its job, forcing fourth down in a hurry. And Myers is lining up for the field goal. He's 2 of 2 so far today. The Jaguars call on the punting unit. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Panthers' last possession ended painfully with a pick. And I wonder how they're going to handle the football this time around, Phil.
Well, listen, I think they'll handle it a little differently, no doubt. I thought it was a bad call on the interception and just put the quarterback and the offense in such a bad situation, and they were not able to overcome that.
2nd and 9. Newton off the mark that time. Now looking at 3rd down. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Newton in shotgun formation. The grab is made by Kelvin Benjamin.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. As Olsen gains 18. That's reception number 4 for him.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
Benjamin's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations. Even though you get blown out, keep trying to score. Give your team some confidence. Make your players feel better. Try to push it down the field and get something done.
Mike Tolbert gets the football. I don't know how much it means to him at this point because they've lost the game. In fact, they've been blown off the field. But a chance to score here in the late stages nonetheless.
Well, I'm being a little
runs it across for the touchdown. They could have used a few more plays like that much earlier in this ball game. Where has that been all day long, Phil?
Well, listen, Jim, you see plays like that, and you see a drive where they score, and you go, why did they do that earlier? Well, the situation has changed dramatically. It's just not as important to the defense right now, and that's why they drove down the field and scored.
And a touchback. The Jaguars offense takes the field, and what is, in essence, an encore bow to the crowd here, as they have been the dominant team all game long, and time is running out.
This is when I was at my best when I played, Jim. When we were winning, I came out there late in the game I could kneel down and kill the clock as good as any quarterback in history.
Incomplete. This will be second down. The Panthers defense now is going to go nickel. Launches it down the field. Ball's picked off. While meaningless this late in the game, the coaches are always looking for a morale-building moment for next week, especially in a game this lopsided.
Yeah, you know what you do as a coach? You keep teaching your guys and you keep inspiring them on to keep doing the best they can, because you will be rewarded with a good play late in the game like this.
That's an interception. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
Allen Hurns with the grab. Sixth catch today so far.
Well, when you look at this offense, even though they have a big lead here late in the second half, that ball has been picked off.
At least this defense is going to have one positive to look back on from this game with the late interception.
That's how it should always be, man. Just go out there and do your best. That's all you can expect to do. Sometimes you do play sports. The other team is better. They were better than you today, but you showed them you're willing to fight the whole 60 minutes.
Touchdown! The late touchdown's not going to change the outcome of the game, but perhaps it's something to build on for next week, Phil.
Well, it sure doesn't hurt. Sometimes when you score late in games, it does carry over, softens the blow of losing a little bit, and it can carry over into practice, and you sure hope it carries into next week's game.
They'll take it at the 20. The Jaguars offense comes out for what is, in essence, just a kneel down or two to make this one official. And, Phil, what a sweet moment it is for that bunch of players right there.
Oh, yeah, a lot of smiles on the offensive side as you walk out on the field. And it's just, you think about it this way. A tough week of work, all the preparation and the practice, and you came through and got it done and enjoyed the moment.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And methodically, he just throws it away. That's second down coming up. Got the completion. The Jaguars signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
It's first down as they head to the line. The Panthers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And it's batted down.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. If you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in position like this and you can knock it down.
Second down and 5. And he's done it.
Scoring touchdowns, one